Salutations and greetings, everyone. My name is ImagineUniverse, and today I have something very special to show you. It is the 1.12 snapshot, and some of the things that's been done in here is just absolutely amazing. So, if I just change my view, boom! Look at this! Look at all the colors! They've all been changed. They're all a lot brighter, especially noticeable my two favorite colors, blue and purple. And they even changed the colors for the sheeps. Just to tell you, it took forever to get these guys in line. They were just really uncooperative. But all the colors are much brighter, and they did the same with banners, they did the same with carpets, but they also added these 3 new sets of blocks, each with 16 colors, and especially noticeably are these new terracotta blocks, which is actually very cool what they do. But first, let's start off with the change that everyone really saw was actually these 2 blocks, and that is the pink concrete and the pink concrete powder. This is in that clip that Jeb showed. Oh, by the way, I sent Jeb a text wondering what the heck that disappearing block was. He still hasn't replied. And it's very weird. If it was something like snow, wouldn't he said it by now? If it was a graphical glitch, wouldn't he have said it by now? No, he doesn't say it. He hasn't replied. Maybe he didn't catch my message. I even sent him a link, even a video to my channel showing this weird new block, but he hasn't showed it yet, or even explained what it is. But anyways, still a mystery for another day. But these are just very interesting. So what we do, if we get a crafting table here, and we get some sand, we get some gravel, like you're making actual concrete. And just to also show you, they also messed around with the creative inventory. They replaced miscellaneous and materials and just put it into the miscellaneous area. So we got all of this in here. So if I say I want to make blue my favorite, and because, well, obviously you can tell blue is my favorite color. And what we do, this is a shapeless recipe. So what you do is that you can do something like this. You get 8 concrete power, or I can switch these around, still get 8. Switch these around, still get 8. Switch these around, still get 8. You get the dealio. And even if I move him there, boom, I still get 8 concrete powder, which is very interesting because there's a lot of sand and there's a lot of gravel, and they don't really got much uses anymore except for making glass, and gravel is only really useful for making flint and coarse dirt, which can duplicate dirt, which that doesn't sound very exciting. But making these new concrete blocks is exciting. So if I get myself a water bucket, they even rearranged some of the stuff in here a little, and I just dig out a little trench right here. I wonder if it flows that far. Probably doesn't. Interesting, it only goes 8. So I'm gonna have to make a water source over here. There we go, we got a water source. And what we do next is that you do not want to be there. So if I just dig this little area out, I do not want that in the hole. And okay, that's interesting. But if I put it right, this is how you actually make concrete. Just to show you, oh darn it, never mind, I'm gonna have to get the concrete. That's another thing that's changed. And so as you can see, it's a gravity block, and as soon as it comes in contact with water, it becomes a concrete block. So easy way to make concrete is just expose it to water, just like in real life. And it is a very interesting, it is just a really cool block. So we just do this, just get this concrete right here. There we go. There we go. And just all turns into this concrete, which is the very first, well, the black has a little more of a noticeable texture, but everything else, it's basically so discreet that they are basically solid colored blocks, basically. But, yeah, like I said, black isn't so maybe they should change that texture up a little so that black is much darker, and which they are planning to do a couple of these changes. I'll explain why with some of these blocks I'm looking to use cyan. And we just get pink, which was the one he showed in his video, which was very cool. And let's get some yellow, light blue, magenta, orange, and white. And as you can see, we got tons of new blocks. And oh, the stained clay has not been replaced. Their colors have not been changed, but they do have something interesting that has happened to them. And so we should do this, and yeah, let's get a furnace going right here, and we just put a furnace down. Let's get some lava for that furnace. Where's the lava? There's the lava. Lava disappeared again. Why? Oh, there it is. Let's throw this in there, and then you can actually cook hardened clay now. And it's going to become, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Da 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 da! White glazed terracotta, which is very, very awesome. And the best part about these blocks is that they are rotational. So if I just pick out these blocks right here, so let's continue clicking. This one's got a pretty cool texture. It looks almost spacey. But yeah, they are rotational blocks. So if I just do this, as you can see, they got a nice little pattern there. And if I, oh, sorry about that. View. There we go. Oh, come on. Table too small. And, I believe if you get it in the certain way... Yep, look at that. Look at that. It's a pattern. Sweet. And I believe these also got a nice little pattern to them. Let's just get them into a nice little circle. They all look floral. This one's got like a little arrow pattern. Yep, nice little arrows. And there's quite a bit of them, quite a bit of patterns. So let's this one goes like this one goes like that, this one goes like this one goes like that. That's an interesting little spiral. And this one looks, I think this is the one that looks like a sunflower. Yeah, look at that. And these patterns are quite interchangeable. You can do them in reverse for one. Like if I, instead of doing it like this, I can do it like that. Make everything go inside out. As you can see, you got a couple arrows pointing out instead of a sun pointing in. And we do the same with this. Okay, so we're supposed to go around in a circle. Come on. Work with me. Okay, that's not how it's supposed to look. So I'm supposed to do it this way, this way, this way, this way. I guess it gives you that little pattern. That's interesting. And we do this one this way. No, this last time. This way, this way, this way, this way. Now we got one, a little couple arrows pointing around. That is, oh, that's not a good shape. Let's do it this way, this way. Wait, how did I did it before? Okay, so we do, so instead we do this one this way, this one this way, this one this way. There we go, that was the shape I was supposed to get before. And this one also does a very similar, so let's learn how we do it last time. Just do the reverse. There we go. Nice little shape. Do the same. There we go, so let's do the reverse. And just look at all these different patterns this is creating. And it's just very awesome. And they all got a nice little color to them. Even like the orange has a lot of blue, which is alright. Still has enough orange to tell, hey, it's orange. And yellow has like, and this green looks like it's, it definitely makes you look rich, because lime green, it looks like gold and, I guess, cash. Like this guy is super rich that he's, made terracotta out of his money and gold. And there's a couple other shapes, and I think this is the one that's a bit controversial at the moment. And if we do this way, okay, we just got a couple creeper faces in a circle. But if we do it the other way, I think it's where it becomes a bit weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Is the creeper space supposed to go in? Okay, yeah. That's what people have been flipping out about. Some of you probably know what that is. But, technically, all these shapes are sort of like, even that's doing that pattern. We saw this one did that pattern. But, it doesn't... Everything has this sort of spiral to it. Plus, if you think about it, this particular symbol was actually used by Buddhists long before it was used by Nazis. But yeah, but a lot of people are still a bit spooked by it, so they're thinking about maybe changing that. And matter of fact, they're thinking about changing the textures. I think this might be a rumor. I had not seen the post about it, but I probably should look it up. But some people have been talking about that they might be changing the textures for all the blocks in the game, or quite a few of the blocks in the game, just so that they work with the new color system they got now, and even the terracotta, which again have some controversial effects. Like a lot of people like the way their blocks look, and I kind of like how they look too. Like some of these, like the spruce, it makes everything look a bit spooky. And I like spooky houses. Not everything has to be super crazy rainbow color fun. And, but one of the changes I was thinking about was, let's get all the ore blocks. Like, so let's get, what was it? It was, so we got white, gold, next one, I'm remembering the vanilla magic because it kind of lays it out quite nicely. And then we got this, and I believe emerald was the final ore that could act. Yeah, these are all the ores. And so we got white, we got gold, we got red, we got blue. I think this falls into light blue. Oh, it does. They're literally right next to each other. And emerald, does it fall into green? No, not so much. But this falls into green. So as you can see right there, like there, I did wait there. So iron is white. Diamond is light blue. Gold is yellow. Emerald is green. Lapis is blue. And this is red. I even made suggestions onto Minecraft suggestions a while ago on Reddit about making a steel block. So we have a block like this, but it would be black. So we have a black explosion resistance block. There's a couple ideas I had about it, and it was an interesting idea. But a lot of people are saying it would just ruin iron stuff, which that's just a bit of opinionated. They could at least gave me the facts on why it will ruin. I just thought it would be a cool new armor set, a cool new tool, just an upgrade from iron. Like in case you you didn't find enough diamonds, you can use actually the ore block used for this would actually be coal. So let's get a coal block. But then again, I believe coal block is burnable. Is it? Let's do game rule random tick speed 3000. Oh, interesting. Oh, it was burnable. So yeah, you probably, anything, and then we got this obsidian, which, yeah, this is the darkest block in, oh! I just accidentally showed off one of the other features they added, and that is the save toolbars. What you do is that, let me actually just clear this. Oh geez, I'm just saving the toolbars everywhere. There we go. And there we go. Okay, 2 is that. So let's go to 2. And I'll just repair this back up. Coal is not a good block, honestly. Look, for building, because then it's just easily burnable, and obsidian takes a long time and it's not the darkest block in the game, so why not add steel to it? All it would need would be iron and like coal or something. And just to make it balance, you can probably do something to make the recipe a little more expensive or something, but I'm rambling now. But anyways, the what they added, the reason why I had to remove materials and add it to miscellaneous was to add save toolbars, and as you can see, I just saved a bunch of toolbars. So what it does is that I can take a set of blocks. So let's say let's get some iron, let's get the let's get all these ore blocks, and then we do Control 2. As you can see, item toolbar save restore with Shift plus 2. So if I do Shift plus 1, I get the concrete powders I had earlier. If I do Shift plus 2, I get these blocks back. And the best part, this works across worlds. So if I say I wanted to go into another world, I don't want to go into my world right now because I'm afraid it might break them. So let's just make a new world. Let's call this Test 2. So if we do generate structures off, super flat, yeah, let's go with that. Easiest to load. And then if we do Shift plus 1, bada boom, it works. It works across worlds, which is absolutely awesome. And as you can see right here, here's the toolbars, and you can get up to 9 toolbars for each of the 9 buttons you have. And I'm thinking about they should add maybe an inventory one, like you do Control plus E plus 1 or something. Like, look, there's a little space right there. You can add something new. And this would be save toolbars, and there would be one called save inventories. So you'd be able to have a huge inventory and just be able to call it whenever you want. And another thing I'm thinking about is that, does this work in survival mode? And so I was reading a couple comments about this might working in survival mode. So if I just do Shift plus 1, and then I throw a couple of these into my inventory, and let's throw this out. Let's go into survival mode, and it doesn't. Interesting. Because that would be an interesting thing to have for survival mode, would to be able to call off a save toolbar, and then it'll take the stuff that's already in your inventory and just bring it into your hand. Like say I get, this will be my next save toolbar. I want my where's the bow? There's the bow. And I get my gapples, my regular apples, or just get the regular apples, why not? And let's just get the let's get quite a bit of arrows, and let's get my diamond tools. I never leave home without my pickaxe and my axe. I can live without my shovel, or actually I can take my shovel. I'll take an iron shovel, because why would I want to take and I'll just go with a stone hoe or something. And I can never leave home without my shield, so let's go down, let's get my shield, and let's do this. Uh-oh. Oh dear, never mind. But, like, say I have a toolbar saved with all my survival stuff, and just all the stuff that's in my inventory, it automatically switches it out for my, whatever it can do. Sort of like how inventory tweaks works. And another thing is, if they are going to change the texture, please change the texture for diamond. Like, it's not the most original, honestly, because look, we got emerald is original, dirt is original, we got iron's original, lapis got its original low dirty looking texture, this guy's own texture, and what do you know, even coal gets its own texture. But why? Why is diamond related to gold? Gold is a metal, diamond is a gem. So why doesn't diamond look more like a emerald? Why doesn't diamond have its own special diamond looking texture that would make it just make yourself look more rich? Because if you like have a wall of this, it looks pretty darn ugly. Have a wall of this, it because look, you got those little smudge spots and just ugh. While this, it just patterns together. And sometimes you could use an emerald in your build, maybe as a flooring pattern or something, maybe mixing it up with some iron or whatever, I don't know. But at least make diamond look a little more unique, because all these other blocks are unique and there shouldn't be no reason why diamond doesn't look unique. And maybe even add some new gems into the game, I don't know, like add a purple gem, or add a pink gem, an orange gem, just add some more ores, so there would be, because, if, like my friend Eyeball AIDS was talking about, is that, Mojang prefers to add ideas that, satisfies everyone's desires, like the NC dungeons. People want an expansion to the end. They also want new dungeons. Put them both together, bada bing, bada boom. You get the end city dungeons. So what if people wanted more colorful building blocks, but people wanted also more ores to the game? Why not add more ores that are colorful like this, or add blocks that were more colorful like this and are more ores? Because we only got a few ores, and they've been here for quite some time, and they really haven't added the newest of these ore blocks would actually be emerald, interestingly enough. Or was it lapis? Emerald or lapis? I think lapis was already in the game because they needed the blue dye, and emerald was added because they couldn't add in rubies, which is actually pretty interesting. They couldn't add rubies into the game because they couldn't add rubies and emeralds into the game because Dinnerbone is red-green colorblind, I guess, and he couldn't tell the difference between a ruby block and a emerald block, or ruby or emerald ore, which is funny. And the reason why ruby still remains in the texture, but they should definitely add in more ores to the game, and more things you can find. Like, not just use the ores for usefulness, but use the ores for like just for decoration, or use them to craft new stuff that can be added into a later version of the game. And I think I just realized why beacons require these particular 4 blocks to power, because for one, they're just much closer to each other. Look, iron, diamond, gold, emerald, all close together. These guys all the way over here. But yeah, there's definitely should be new. This is definitely a cool builders update, and I just think it's a very bold move to add these crazy texture blocks into the game, and even the idea of adding new textures to all the rest of the blocks in the game. I think this is going to be a very interesting building update, not really an adventurous update, but more of a creative update that map makers and people in survival will love to build with. And yeah, but those are just my thoughts about this, and I hope you guys like this video and like this new snapshot. I hope there'll be new snapshots in the future. I hope Jeff will actually tell me what the heck was that disappearing block. because him not answering is just making it that much more suspicious, and it's just done. But anyways, and may the universe be with you.